This is the second video in a row where I look naked.
You good, T-minus?
What's up, you guys? It's Charlie, and I'm so excited to make this video. I'm finally doing a story time. But I wanted to say, before I start the video, I want to thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. Y'all don't know how much it means to me. I think I'm gonna make another video where I speak on this a little bit more because y'all are here for a story time. That's what I want to give y'all. But thank you so much. I love every single one of y'all, and that's why I always answer your comments and your Instagram messages. And I know it takes a little while for me to get back to you, but I'm a college student again, and life's crazy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this story time. Thank you guys again so much for 1,000 subscribers. And actually right now I think we're at 1,060 something. I know I hit 1,000 a couple days ago. I remember waking up with a little notification that said, congratulations, your channel hit your first 1,000 subscribers. And it was just the sweetest thing ever. So thank you guys so much. But let's get into the video. So as you can tell by the title, this video is going to be about how I got fired from being element leader at Air Force basic training. Just to preface this, it happens all the time that people get fired as being an element leader. Like, anyone who has started at element leader and like lasted the whole time during BMT, I commend you, especially if you have really hard MTIs. But yeah, I got fired. I got hired and I got fired, and I'm gonna tell you guys the full story. Okay, part number one is how I got hired, so to speak. Okay, so the first full day of BMT, which would be like day 2, I believe day 2 for us would have been a Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we were marching somewhere. I think we're going to get all of our clothes and going to the mini mall. We just got everything done on day 2, which is great, because some people out here, it takes a long time for their MTI to let them like get everything started. But ours worked really well. We did all our immunizations. Everything worked well, that we did everything on day 2. So day 2, we all went outside. He told us to get in 4 lines. He picked 4 random people and made them element leaders. It was that I was not one of them. It was just like the 4 girls that were standing in front of him. I think he changed some people out just by height, just to, you know, first element leader, second, third, and fourth, because the first is the shortest and it goes up to the 4th being the tallest. So yeah, he just picked 4 random girls, and we marched and did our little thing. So I know one of them, I believe she was element 2 maybe. No, she was definitely element 1 leader. I know exactly who it is, and it's funny because I ended up having other problems with her, but we went to tech school and we're cool now. But yeah, anyways, element 1 was having problems with attitude, and just overall, I wouldn't say she was the best trainee there. I would never think she's someone that I would look up to as a leader. Not being shady, just I'm sorry I look naked in all my videos now. It's summertime. But I just don't think she was being a good trainee. I think she ended up getting a U for the week of training for something. I don't know what exactly happened to cause her to get fired, but I know sometime during 0 week, she ended up getting fired. So me being me, before I even knew she was having problems or anything, I'm just a natural, I wouldn't say I'm a natural leader. I've been told that before, but I wouldn't say it. But I'm naturally wanting us to be a good flight, so I was always helping my dorm chief, helping anyone who needed help with beds or with studying, with anything. I was always trying to get the girls' motivation up. I was trying to get us all to come together as a flight and get to know each other, because I'm a really personable person. I really like to talk, obviously, as you can tell by these videos. So I guess my MTI was noticing that, because when my element leader got fired, apparently he called dorm chief and the element leader into the MTI's office, the flight office. Anyways, he called those 2 in the office. He fired the one girl and said, the dorm chief, line everybody up outside, and I want dorm chief lined everyone else up outside, and I want Edwards to be an element leader when I get out there. So I didn't know any of this was happening. I was just doing my thing in the bays or whatever. And then she came outside. She was like, all right, we're finna fall out. Everybody meet at the door. And then she came up to me. She was like, you're an element leader now. What? Yeah, you're an element leader. He just fired trainee, blah, blah, blah. And you're the element leader now. Okay, so now I'm an element leader. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I didn't know how this happened. So later on, I was like, how did this happen? She was like, he said he thought you'd be a good element leader, so he told me you have to be an element leader now. And I was like, okay, well, I'm voluntold to do it. I have to do it, especially if it's coming from an MTI. So I also found out that he asked her what she thought about that, and she agreed that I'd be a good element leader. So at this time, when she told me, I was not really excited about it. I didn't really want to be an element leader. But when you get told to do something at BMT, you do it. Long story short, I almost crapped myself when she told me. So throughout the weeks, I was element leader. I think I did a good job. I am a good marcher, if I do say so myself. I'm really good at facing movements and things, and I always used to get complimented on that. Like I said, I'm also really good at like trying to help people, even if I don't always have my crap together, because my life is honestly a mess. I usually try to help everybody else get their crap together. And I was always a really personal person. I was always bouncing around the flight, getting everybody to get to know each other. And if you guys want tips for being a good element leader, or if you want any of the jobs, you want me to do like a whole job series on different jobs at BMT, I will definitely do that. Also, I just realized I am talking really fast, so I'm gonna try to slow down. But yeah, I was being the element leader, helping out my fellow element leaders, helping out my dorm chief, helping out the girls on my flight, being a leader, marching in front, being a friend when they needed me. That was something, even after I got fired, I didn't stop doing, which at first I wanted to, because I was like, if I'm not a leader, if y'all didn't think I was good enough, then why should I? But that's not the type of person I am. But yeah, I think I was a good element leader. I was told I was a good element leader, and I was just doing my thing, you know, didn't think anything was wrong, because nothing really was wrong. So now, getting fired. So something I've kind of mentioned on this channel is I have had previous health problems. One of them is just sickle cell trait, which isn't a big deal, but at BMT they make it a big deal. If you have sickle cell trait, you have to wear a red dog tag around your neck to identify, hey, this person has a blood condition. And if something were to happen, y'all need to know that this person has sickle cell trait. Also, earlier in the weeks, I believe I fainted once already, and I got sent to the emergency room. Not just the emergency room on base. I got sent from our base at Lackland to Fort Sam Houston, which is a good bit of a drive away. I don't know. Like I said, I passed out. I had a seizure on the PT track right before the run, and I was in the hospital for 2 nights. So usually when you go to the hospital at BMT, you're definitely sent to med hold. Somehow I wasn't. If y'all want a story time on that, I said I'd do that. I don't know how I wasn't sent to med hold, if we're just being honest. I definitely probably shouldn't have graduated with my flight. But anyway, so I had previous problems at BMT with my health. So me wearing my red dog tag was a huge deal. So one day we were getting ready to shower. We're going to shower, and then we're going to go to chow. So it was nighttime, obviously. We're going to dinner chow. So we go shower. I take off my lanyard, because you have your lanyard with your CAC around your neck, with your memory work, and with your dog tag, and if you wear one, and your locker key. Always around your neck at absolutely all times, unless you're in the shower. And at PT, you can put it in your pocket. So I took it off my neck, and I put it on the bedpost. I put it on my bedpost, and I went and showered, did my thing, whatever. So we went to chow. I lined all my girls up in my element. We did our little, we went, ate, had a good time. Not really had a good time. It's not really a great time at BMT to eat. But I did notice when I was in line that I did not have my CAC around my neck. I didn't have anything around my neck. And I was hoping no one would notice. I just knew I was going to get blown up. But it's tucked into your shirt, so no one can really see it unless they ask to see where's your memory work, or where's your copy of your orders that you're supposed to be on you, or where's your card, or anything. They could ask me anything and I wouldn't have had it. But so I was shaking in my freaking boots. I ate really fast. This was towards the weeks where if you ate and one of your wingman's done eating, y'all can just go back upstairs, because it was in later weeks. This was week 5. So we had a little bit more freedom. So I was like, all right, I finished eating about 3 minutes. I had to get back upstairs and get my stuff. So I went back upstairs. My stuff wasn't there. I was like, I don't know where I could have put it. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. Chow was over. Everybody was upstairs. We did our little we did our details where you clean up everything in the dorms. And then we had a flight meeting. We went to the flight meeting. I was still element leader. I was talking to the girls. My dorm chief talked to the girls. Then our MTI came in. He handed out mail. He talked to everybody. And then towards the end of the meeting, I honestly forgot anything was wrong. We had our little protein bars. I was having a good little night. I forgot anything was wrong. You couldn't have told me otherwise. I was having the little time of my life at BMT. Not really, but you know what I mean. And then he called me and my dorm chief into the flight office. My hair fell. When did that? We're doing this now. Anyways, I walked into the flight office and I looked down at his desk. There's my ID. There's my key. There's my red dog tag. He says,
Edwards?
Said, I didn't say anything. I was like, sir. He's like, get your stuff off my desk. I grabbed it. No, I said, proceeding, sir. And I grabbed my stuff. I went back to attention, sent him by my dorm chief. I'm about to pee my pants. And he says, you're an element leader. You know better than this. I said, yes, sir. What's your excuse for this? No, there's no excuse, sir. Like, that's a generic BMT answer. I have no excuse. I failed to withhold my Airman core values. I'm a terrible trainee, all that. Like, there's no excuse for this. And this is while the girls are still in the flight office. I mean, in the day room, which is right down the hall. They can probably hear everything. The girls on EC are right outside the door. They can definitely hear everything. So I'm in there. He's being really calm. He's like, you know you have health issues. I know you have health issues. Everyone knows you have health issues. Tell me why you don't have your red dog tag around your neck. No excuse, sir. Before I got the sir out of my mouth, he cut me off. I don't want to hear that. Don't give me that generic answer. What is your excuse? I took it off when I got in the shower and forgot to put it back on. You forgot to put it back on. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry? You're sorry? You're sorry? I won't do it again, sir. You won't do it again. I know you won't do it again, trainee. Also, you're not fit to lead this flight. By the end of tonight, I want you to tell me who you want to replace you as the element leader, because I can't have you leading my flight. Because if you don't care about your health, I'm not going to care about your health. I shouldn't care about my health more than you care about your health. So you're fired. So you can concentrate more on your health other than helping the girls. Yes, sir. I was tearing up at this point, not gonna lie. Partially because I honestly, I wasn't just there to be element leader. Honestly, he could have fired me for any reason. I would have just been like, whatever. But this was really a dumb reason for me to get fired. And it was completely my fault. There's no one else I could blame. But yeah, it sucked. I got fired. And I was tearing up. My dorm chief was beside me. And me and my dorm chief were really close. So as soon as he dismisses me, I do my little about face and I go straight into the bathroom and I'm sobbing. So this is where the story has a little tea. So my dorm chief comes in there after me. She's like, I can't believe he did that. I can't believe it. You're my favorite element leader. None of the other element leaders care. You're the only one who actually tries to help me. You're the only one who puts in any type of effort. You're so good with everybody in the flight. Everyone likes you. Everyone didn't like me. One girl didn't like me, I'm not gonna lie. Same girl I talked about in my last video. Not my last video, but my last BMT tips video. No, the one I talked about from the shower video and the one I talked about in the Black Girl's Guide to BMT. Same villain. Anyways, she didn't like me. She was actually an element leader. If you're in my flight, you already know who I'm talking about because a lot of people didn't like her. She's also the one they said she had a Philly cheesesteak vagina. I mentioned that in my shower video. Apparently she was the one that found my my red dog tag and stuff. Instead of giving it to me, like I've done to so many people before, like, hey, you left this, here you go, hiding it from the MTI and giving it to me in private, she went and put it on his desk. She put it on his desk. Now that was element 3. I don't care. That was element 3 leader. Third element leader, that's who that was. So anyways, we're in the bathroom and my dorm chief is talking to me. I'm still crying. I'm like, I can't believe it. I tried so hard. I can't believe this is why I got fired. Honestly, it was so emotional for no reason because being an element leader is nothing. It means nothing in the long run. In the grand scheme of things, it means absolutely nothing. But I was upset. My family knew I was element leader. I was going to be in front. We were graduating in 2 weeks. Like, I was going to be in front of marching everybody. And now, not only am I not element leader, but I have to pick the person who I'm not going to be element leader. Also, I'm pretty sure everyone just heard me get fired. So, yeah. So my dorm chief's still going in. She was like, I can't believe it. After this element leader does so much, and element leader, the fourth element leader doesn't do anything. She doesn't care. She's doing all these things wrong. I just wish you could be element leader. I wish you were element leader and not her. You're the only one who gives a crap and everything. And I'm sitting here like just crying. And then we hear a toilet flush. Out walks the element leader from the toilet stall. She looks at the dorm chief. This is fourth element leader, the one she was just talking crap about. She looks at the dorm chief and says, so I don't give a crap. My dorm chief was like, nothing was coming out of her mouth. I was like, oh gosh. She heard everything you said. We're in a bathroom. She heard you. Then she just owned up to it. She was like, yeah, you don't give a crap. I said it. So they had tension for the rest of the 2 weeks there. And I picked my replacement, and she's a sweet girl, and we still hit each other up sometimes. We follow each other on Instagram. But yeah, that is the story of how I got fired from being element leader at Air Force Basic Training, how my dorm chief and one of the element leaders almost got into a little argument in the bathroom. Well, they definitely got in an argument, but they didn't escalate to a fight. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this story time. Hopefully next time it'll be a little bit more interesting. I don't know if you guys like that story or not, but a lot of people requested it, so I wanted to go ahead and make it. But thanks again for 1,000 subscribers. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video.